Well, hello there, and welcome to Urinetown. Not the place, of course, the musical. Urinetown, the place is, well, it's a place you'll hear people referring to a lot throughout the show.
Hear the news? They carted old so-and-so off to Urinetown the other day.
Is that so? What'd he do?
Oh, such and such, I hear.
What do you know? Old so-and-so.
It's kind of a mythical place, you understand? A bad place. A place you won't see until Act 2, and then, well, let's just say that it's filled with symbolism and things like that. But Urinetown, the musical, well, here we are. Welcome. It takes place in a town like any town that you might find in a musical. This here is the first setting for the show. As the sign says, it's a public amenity, meaning public toilet. These people have been waiting for hours to get in. It's the only amenity that they can afford to get into.
Say, Officer Lockstock, is this where you tell the audience about the water shortage?
What's that, little Sally?
You know, the water shortage. The hard times, the drought. A shortage so awful that private toilets eventually became unthinkable. A premise so absurd.
Whoa, there, little Sally, not all at once. They'll hear more about the water shortage in the next scene.
Oh, I guess you don't want to overload them with too much exposition, huh?
Everything in its time, little Sally. You're too young to understand it now, but nothing can kill a show like too much exposition.
How about bad subject matter?
Well-
Or a bad title even. That could kill a show pretty good.
Well, little Sally, suffice it to say that in Urinetown, the musical, everyone has to use public bathrooms in order to take care of their private business. That's the central conceit of the show. Better hope your pennies add up to the fee. We can't have you peeing for free. If you do, we'll catch you. We never fail, and we never bother with jail. You'll get Urinetown. Off you'll go to Urinetown. Away with you to Urinetown. You won't need bail. Later on, you'll learn that these public bathrooms are controlled by a private company. They keep admission high, generally. So if you're down in your luck, you have to come to a place like this. One of the poorest, filthiest urinals in town.
And you can't just go in the bushes either. There's laws against
That's
it.
right, little Sally. Harsh laws, too. That's why little Sally here has been counting up her pennies. Isn't that so, little Sally?
I'm very close, officer. Only a few pennies away.
Aren't we all, little Sally? Aren't we all?
Excuse me, sir, but can you tell me the way to the private company that controls these public bathrooms?
You mean you're in good company?
That's the one.
You'll meet the guy who runs You're in Good Company later on. That there is his daughter.
It's quite a ways from here, ma'am. This is the bad part of town.
So it is.
But if you squint, you can just make out their headquarters rising above the skyline.
The gleaming tower on the hill?
That's the one.
Gosh, it's beautiful.
You most certainly are.
Pardon?
It most certainly is.
Oh dear, I'm late already. Thanks ever so much for the directions and such. Bye!
Anytime.
Now, we've talked on long enough, I imagine. Enjoy the show and welcome to Urinetown, the musical.
You are humble audience.
You are humble
You
audience.
have come to see.
You have come to see
what it's like when
people can't be free, can't be free, can't be free.
First act lasts an hour.
First act lasts an
Don't
hour.
assume you're
Don't assume you're fine. Often is a line. This is Urinetown. One restroom here in Urinetown. It's unisex in Urinetown. All by design. It's the oldest story. Masses are oppressed. Faces, clothes, and bladders all distressed. Rich folks get the good life.
Poor folks get the woe.
In the end, it's nothing you don't know. You're at Urinetown. Your ticket should say Urinetown. No refunds, this is Urinetown. We'll keep that dough.
This is Urinetown.
It's the
People can't be free.
It's the
People can't be free.
Masses oppressed in Urinetown.
yesterday's fiasco, and that means you, Old Man Strong. 493, 494, just a few more. Penny for a pea, please? Please, sir, spare a penny for a morning pea, sir.
What's that?
Or a nickel, or a dime.
Get out of my way, child. I have my own peeing to do.
But
I haven't got it.
then go get it.
Come on, Penny, I'm good for it.
That's what you said last week, and I still haven't seen Penny 1. And it's Miss Pennywise to you.
Bobby, reason with the woman. I'm a little short this morning.
No shorter than yesterday, unless I've grown.
He's my paw, Miss Pennywise. Can he come in for free just this once?
Get your head out of the clouds, Bobby Strong. No one gets in for free.
Now, Miss Pennywise, we've all had to make special arrangements with people in high places over the years. Why not let this one be ours?
If Old Man Strong gets in for free, then so do I.
And I.
Quiet back there! No one's going anywhere for free. Don't you think I have bills of my own to pay? Don't you think I have taxes and tariffs and payoffs to meet too? Well, I do. And I don't pay them with promises, you see. I pay them with cash. Cold, hard cash. Every morning, you all come here, and every morning, some of you's got reasons why you ain't gonna pay. And I'm here to tell ya, ya is gonna pay.
But Miss Pennywise...
No buts, Bobby.
In the name of God, Penny, what difference could it make?
What difference? Times are hard, our cash is tight. You've got no right, I've heard it all before. Justice once is once too much. For once they've once, they'll want to once more. I run the only toilet in this part of town, you see. So if you've got to go, you've got to go through me. It's a privilege to pee. Water's worth its weight in gold these days. No more bathrooms like in olden days. You come here and pay a fee for the privilege to pee. 20 years we've had the drought, and our reservoirs have all dried up. I take my bath now in a coffee cup. I boil what's left of it for tea, and it's a privilege to pee. The politicians in their wisdom saw that there should be a law. The politicians taxed the toilets and made illegal public urination and defecation. So come and give your coins to me. Write your name here in the record book. The authorities will want to look if you've been regular with me. If you paid the proper fee for the privilege to pee.
But Miss Pennywise...
I said no buts, Bobby. You're a sweet-looking kid, and I like to keep you around. But this man ain't coming in without paying. Not this time!
I can't wait much longer, Bobby. There's no telling what I might do.
You think you've got some kind of right.
Kind of right, kind of right.
You think you'll come in here and go for free.
Snag a freebie.
The only thing you'll get is no for free.
Negatory.
I'm a business gal, you see.
See,
I sell
it's
the
a
privilege
to be.
The good Lord made us so we'd piss each day until we piss away. The good Lord made sure that what goes in men must soon come out again. So you're no different then from lowly me.
But Miss Pennywise...
That's enough, Bobby.
And I think I'll charge you twice.
No need to jeopardize your position.
Or better yet, have you arrested.
I'm through with all this, you
And
see.
before the law gets tested.
In cash 3 times a
And
day.
you're in town, you'll see.
Crazy with nitrates half the
Why,
time.
it's dumb to fight with me.
There's no way to live, I tells ya. No way to live.
For the privilege to pee.
Paul, what are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
More than that, boy. A whole lot more than that.
Old Man Strong
I'm going.
Oh, no, you're not.
All right, then, make way.
Make way, damn you, make way.
Ah, that's better.
So if it ain't Old Man Strong.
The same.
Is this your doing, Strong?
It is.
Seize him. You've done a terrible thing here today, Strong.
I did what I thought was necessary.
Grab him up, Bobby. Never thought I'd live to see the day.
Breaking the Public Health Act is an exiling offense, Strong.
Quite exiling.
So what if it is? I feels better now, and that's all I cares about.
Paul?
Always knew we'd get you in the end, Joseph Strong. Take him away.
Bobby!
Paul!
Don't forget me, Bobby!
I won't, Paul.
And tell your mother I love her!
I will, Paul. I will.
Oh, remember me, boys! Oh, God, what have I done? Remember me!
Remember, Bobby, what became of him?
Remember,
How he indulged a whim.
remember,
Remember how he made a mockery. He shunned the crockery off to the dockery. Don't be like him.
don't be like him.
What became of him?
Be like
What do you mean by
Just
that?
keep your head out of the clouds. That's all I'm saying. Good day.
All right, folks. Who's ready to pay?
It's my last few dollars, but I'll pay.
Me too.
Me too. We'll all pay, Bobby Strong. Always and forever, just so long as you keep letting us.
Oh, Paul, what became of you?
Back to work then, Bobby. The morning rushes on. Where's my dough?
Isn't that what we're all asking ourselves, Senator? From the little baby asleep in his mother's arms, to the cop walking his beat, we're all asking ourselves the same question. Where is my dough? And by dough, of course, I mean money.
I made my speech. Where's my dough?
Oh, there'll be plenty of dough for everyone, Senator, provided the new fee hikes breeze through the legislature.
I was hoping to wait for the vote during my latest fact-finding mission to Rio. Wouldn't want to be around once the new fee hikes breeze through.
You think I've gone too far this time, don't you, Fip?
It's a powder keg out there, Cladwell. This time I think it's gonna blow.
Daddy?
What?
Sorry I'm late, Daddy. I left just as soon as my exams were finished.
Hi. How is everything?
Fine, Daddy, just fine. It feels great to be done with school finally.
Would you look at that, Mrs. McQueen? Beautiful, big-hearted, and now with a head filled with the best stuff money can buy.
Well, the stuff in her head is as nearly as big as the stuff in her heart. I'm sure she'll be running this company in no time.
That'll be all, Mrs. McQueen.
Yes, of course.
Well, I'll be Hope Cladwell and all grown up too.
Hello, Senator.
Come to join your father's little operation?
It's just a fax copy position, of course, first day.
Your father mentioned he was bringing on a fax copy girl. He neglected, however, to mention how beautiful she'd be. You'd be. You're so beautiful. You know, even as a little girl, I always thought that...
That's enough.
Yes, of course.
Well, we won't keep you, Senator. It's a big day. I'm sure you'll have your hands full on the floor of the legislature, what with the new fee hike vote and all.
Oh, they'll be full, Cladwell. And by this time tomorrow, I fully expect them to be full of cash.
They'll be full of cash, Senator, we'll all be full of cash, provided the new fee hikes come through.
Oh, it'll come through, Cladwell. And by this time, just as long just as long as the cash comes through.
Once the new fee hikes come through, there will be nothing to come through but the cash.
And no need to worry about the vote.
I think we understand each other.
Yes. Well.
Let's meet the staff. Staff? Staff, this here's my daughter, Hope Cladwell. Hope Cladwell, the good people of the Urine Good Company, or UGC as it's known for short.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Hope.
Say a few words, Hope, darling.
Well, it's a great company, and I hope to make it even greater.
Well, that's absolutely right, Hope, dear, absolutely right. For you see, ladies and gentlemen, 20 years ago, we came to the people of this community with a simple proposition. Turn the other cheek while we run this company the way we see fit, and we'll keep the pee off the streets and the water in the ground. Hope here has come to join our little operation to help us keep that promise. So I want you to promise me that you'll treat her like the Cladwell she is. Because one day, you may see her wearing my shoes. The very shoes I wore when I made that promise those many years ago. I saw gray skies foreboding and cold. I saw gray skies and made them rain gold. Now those skies aren't so bleak to behold. They're still gray, but they pay for your salaries tenfold. I took this town that formerly stank. I took this town and made it smell swank. I made Flushing mean flush at the bank. I'm the man with the plan, and so who should you thank?
Whom? Mr. Cladwell, you're so thankful for that bank full of dough. You're a Toreador, and it's cash that you bore. Could we hope for much more? We really doubt it.
You may be right there.
Mr. Cladwell, you've got riches, which is just what we need. We say hail to you, the Duke of the Ducats.
Bring your buff by the buckets.
You're the master, you're making money.
Faster still than bees making honey.
You're Mr. Cladwell.
Gosh, Daddy, I never realized such large monopolizing corporations could be such a force for good in the world.
Few do.
All those coins that we take from the throng end up here where those coins all belong. Lots of coins keep our company strong.
Charging fees as we please is all right, it's not wrong.
We're not greedy, so make a seam. We need funds for our big research team. Men in lab coats and test tubes with steam.
What it shows no one knows, but hey, still we can dream.
Of the
Mr. Cladwell, hiding answers.
Daddy!
Hiding answers of doubt.
That's my dad!
your ambitions are high. You're humble as smart. You're wonderful, God. We love you.
You're making me blush now.
Oddly perfect and right. You are continental yet unpretentious.
Fancy-free and so conscientious.
Wise but trendy, tough as a mountain.
Goodness flows from you like a fountain. You're Mr.
Gladwell!
Gosh, Daddy, they certainly do seem to adore you. So then why do I feel so conflicted?
Oh, nonsense. Did I send you to the most expensive university in the world to learn how to feel conflicted? Or to learn how to manipulate great masses of people?
To learn how to manipulate great masses of people, Daddy.
Which is exactly what we'll do. Now, get faxing.
And copying.
And welcome home.
537, 538. Just a few more.
Hello there, little Sally. Awfully late for a little girl to be out and about, especially on a night like tonight.
Oh, well, just trying to scrape together a few coins before the late night rush is all. Got one to spare?
Sure, little Sally, I'm in a good mood tonight. Here.
Gee, thanks. Say, Officer Lockstock, I was thinking, we don't spend much time on hydraulics, do we?
Hydraulics, little Sally?
You know, hydraulics. Hydration, irrigation, or just plain old laundry. Seems to me that with all the talk of water shortage and whatnot, we might spend some time on those things too.
Well, why, sure we would, little Sally, but how shall I put this? Sometimes in a musical, it's better to focus on one big thing rather than lots of little things. The audience tends to be much happier that way, and, well, it's easier to write.
One big thing, huh?
That's right, little Sally.
Oh. Well, then why not hydraulics?
Run along then, little Sally. Wouldn't want you to miss last call, and Miss Pennywise won't hold the gate forever, you know.
Yeah, right. Well, thanks for the coin. Bye.
What a night!
Oh, everything cleaned up all right, Mr. Barrel?
Oh, sure, same as always. Did you hear him scream, though, Mr. Lockstock?
Old Man Strong?
All the way down to Urinetown.
Oh, yes, I heard him, Mr. Barrel. But then they all seem to scream in the end now, don't they? As their long journey into exile comes to a close and the spires of Urinetown peak above the horizon. They do scream then, Mr. Barrel. They most certainly do.
I suppose he might be different somehow.
Different.
Old Man Strong always seemed a bit tougher than the rest. I was hoping he might, I don't know, surprise us somehow.
Well, if there's one thing that I've learned in my many years of enforcing the laws of this city, is that the journey down to Urinetown offers no surprises. Not even from the very toughest amongst us. On that journey, expect only the expected. And it's a hard, cold tumble of a journey worthy of a gurney, a bumble down, a slapped face, smacked with a mace. Certain to the base is our stumble down. It's a path that leads you only one place, horrible to retrace or crumble down. A hard, cold tumble of a tourney, jumble of a journey to Urinetown.
Julie Cassidy went to a field behind a tree, saw there was no one who could see
Her pee.
but me. And Jacob Rosenblum thought he was safe up in his room. Didn't know the jars he kept up there were an obligated trip to a Urinetown.
Well, there are those who think our method's vicious.
Overly malicious.
A bunch of fruits, but it's we who gather for the people.
Tavern to the steeple, lawful fruits.
Our task, bring a little order.
Swindle out a hoarder.
From what he loots, as the book says, certainly a season.
Trample out of trees and with hobnailed boots.
Roger Roosevelt kept a cup below his belt. Cup ran over when he knelt. He smelt.
We dealt.
And Joseph, old man strong, held his pee for much too long. Hoped his son might bail him out. His guess was good, but also wrong. Now years passed, all lived in the jungle, scooping out a bungle, nature's bowl. Life of constant deprivation, certain aggravation took its toll. Soon learned power of the truncheon, organized a function, came to pawn. So if peace is what you're after, Urinetown's the rafter to hang it on.
Julie Cassidy.
Jacob Rosenblum.
Roger.
Jacob Rosenblum.
Julie Cassidy.
Don't be like them, don't be like them, don't be like them, don't be like them. Oh, it's a hard, cold tumble of a journey, worthy of a gurney, a bumble down, a slapped face, smacked with a mace. Certain to the base is a stumble down. It's a path that leads you only one place, horrible to retrace or crumble down. A hard, cold tumble of a journey, jumble of a journey to Urinetown. Oh, off you go then, boys, and happy hunting.
Well, yes. So, have you made any plans for your journey yet?
To Urinetown.
To Rio, of course.
Oh, yes, Rio. Well, I had to squeeze Cladwell a little tighter than usual for our monthly payoffs, extortion fees, money bribes, and such. but he-
Caution, Mr. Lockstock. It would seem we are no longer alone.
Well, I'll be.
If I'm not mistaken, that there's his daughter.
So it is. And all grown up, too. Miss Cladwell, a little late for you to be out, don't you think?
Oh, hello, officers.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were out for a late night behind the bushes to relieve yourself for free kind of walk.
Oh, no, officers. I'm just coming home from work first day.
Long hours.
Just like us.
There's some kind of big vote down at the legislature tonight. Plenty of faxing to do.
Oh, and copying, I imagine.
Oh, yes, and copying.
I must say, Miss Cladwell, your father has mentioned the size and purity of your heart. He neglected, however, to mention the size and purity of your beauty.
Does beauty have a size, officer?
In some countries. Well, I'd take care on these streets late at night if I were you, Miss Gladwell. There's no telling what a few people wouldn't do for a few coins.
Especially these days, what with the new fee hikes and all.
Oh, I'm not afraid of people, officers.
Oh, no?
No. You see, everyone has a heart. As long as you know that, you need never fear a soul.
Everyone.
Everyone.
Even criminals?
Even criminals.
Even policemen?
What?
Bobby Strong!
Out a bit late, don't you think?
Out late taking care of another late night rush is all. There's talk of new fee hikes. People are getting edgy.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you're otherwise engaged. Wouldn't want to put you under suspicion for taking a late night behind the bushes to relieve yourself for free kind
I don't
of
have to do that anymore, officers. Not while I work for a penny, I don't.
But you still need to keep your head out of the clouds, now don't you?
And what do you mean by that?
What he means is, you're a good boy, Bobby Strong. See that you don't end up like your father.
And how did my father end up?
Well, we're off. Our work is never done. Good night.
Good night, Bobby.
Good night, officers. You were rather brave with them.
I don't care for policemen. Not those two, anyway.
Policemen protect the peace.
Do they?
Usually.
Hey, didn't I see you down by the amenity this morning?
Yup, that was me. I was rushing off to work first day.
Find your way all right?
The gleaming tower on the hill. Couldn't miss it.
Beautiful.
It's rather shiny, that's true enough.
Is it true what you said to those policemen about everyone having a heart?
Well, sure.
Because mine feels awful cold just now.
Cold?
Or empty. One of the two.
Not because of me, I hope.
No, because of something I did.
Bobby! Reason with the woman. I'm a little short this morning.
No shorter than yesterday, unless I've grown.
Or rather, something I didn't do.
Well, if it feels cold, then it must still be there, don't you think?
Unless there's a vacuum where it used to be.
A vacuum? In your chest? It sounds so implausible.
I did something wrong this morning is all I'm trying to say. I can't seem to get it out of my head.
The vacuum?
My action! I let someone down that I love dearly. I feel real bad about it.
Well, maybe that's nature's way of telling you that now's the time to lift someone up.
Really?
Well, sure. Do you think you'd be feeling as bad as you do if you didn't have a heart?
I don't know. I suppose not.
Well, of course you wouldn't, because then you'd be dead. When darkness surrounds you and you lose your way, you have your own compass that turns night to day, and it's even with you before you depart. Be still, hear it beating, it's leading you, follow your heart.
Follow my heart? But to where?
To wherever your heart tells you to go.
Even there?
Even to the clouds, if that's what your heart commands. What's it saying now?
I don't know. I don't know how to listen to my heart.
Well, you have to listen carefully. Here, let me try.
Do you?
There it is. It's saying, we all want a world filled with peace and with joy, with plenty of water for each girl and boy. That bright shining world is just waiting to start. No meanness or sorrow, just cleanness tomorrow, if only you follow your heart. You see there, Bobby? Even your heart knows you should follow your heart.
Peace and joy, plenty of water. I guess I do want those things.
There's something else your heart was saying. Maybe something I shouldn't have heard.
There was?
I think so. It was barely audible, but I definitely heard something.
Well, what was it?
I don't know. Let me try again. Maybe I can make it out this time. There it is. So faint. It's saying, follow into the open air, far from squalor and noise. Follow, someone is waiting there. Someone who shares all your hopes and your joys. Someone is waiting there. Why, my heart was saying those exact words just the other day.
It was?
Sure it was. Squalor and noise, hopes and joys. He was telling me about all those things.
I didn't know two hearts could speak as one.
I didn't either. Until now. Here, listen.
Someday I'll meet someone whose heart joins with mine. Aortas and arteries all intertwined. They'll beat so much stronger than they could apart. 8 chambers of muscle to hustle the love in our hearts. Love is kind and considerate. Love is peaceful and fair. Love can creep up so suddenly. When you least think of it, your love is there. We all want a world filled with peace and with joy, with plenty of justice for each girl and boy. That bright shining world is just waiting to start. No anger or badness, just laughter and gladness. If only I follow your heart.
Well, good night.
Bobby Strong.
Good night, Bobby Strong.
And good night.
Hope.
Good night, Hope. I won't forget about what you said, about the clouds and my heart.
And I won't forget about what you said, about the laughter and the gladness. Wait a minute, when will I see you again?
Well, in this darkness, I'm afraid you can't see me at all. But a bright new world is waiting to start. I can feel it. Come to amenity number 9 tomorrow. I'll show it to you.
She loves him, doesn't she, Officer Lockstock?
Sure she does, little Sally. He's the hero of the show. She has to love him.
Yeah, everyone loves Bobby Strong. What's it like, Officer Lockstock?
What's what like, little Sally?
Urinetown.
Oh, I can't tell you that, little Sally.
Why not?
Because it's a secret, that's why. Its very power depends on mystery. I can't just go blurting it out like, there is no Urinetown, we just kill people. Oh no. The information must be oozed out slowly until it bursts forth in one mighty cathartic moment somewhere in Act 2, with everybody dancing and things like that.
Oh, I get it.
Well, I should be going. It's time for the next scene.
The next morning at the amenity, when the new fee hikes are announced?
That's the one. So long for now, little Sally, and keep your head down.
with this piece of paper the UGC awards amenity number 9 with our first and completely legal fee hikes, which we hope you all honor and enjoy.
Fee hikes?
Of course! No one knows better than the good people at You're in Good Company how difficult times are. But research into finding the long-term solutions we need is expensive. So for the time being, our decision is firm. And we look forward to going to Rio with our new profits.
Rio?
I mean, we look forward to finding long-lasting solutions and things like that. Good luck. Miss Pennywise, I'll see you in, well, you know where.
You can't do this to us, Miss Pennywise. It'll be off to Urinetown for the lotto sooner or later if you do.
And it'll be off to Urinetown for me if I don't. Now get in line and have your money ready. The new fee hike money, that is.
Miss Pennywise.
Bobby Strong, where the hell have you been?
Sorry I'm late, Miss Pennywise. I was up all night thinking is all.
Up all night thinking, is it? You work here now, Bobby. You don't need to go in the bushes anymore.
I wasn't.
Like father, like son, that's what I say. Let's get to work.
But it was about my father that I was thinking of, Miss Pennywise. About what happened to him yesterday. About what's been happening to all of us.
He broke the law yesterday, Bobby, and that's the end of it.
And what if the law is wrong?
What did you say?
I said, what if the law is wrong, Miss Pennywise? What if all of this is wrong?
Wrong! You've got a sweet-looking head, Bobby. A sweet-looking head. But you keep it up there in the clouds day after day after day, and it's got to come down from there. You hear me? Get that head out of the clouds, Bobby Strong. You get it out of the clouds.
Off in the distance, there's a beautiful horizon.
All right, folks, you know the drill.
Gleaming and radiant, it's what I'll keep my eyes on.
The same it's always been.
As the world turns to face the sun and start another day, it suddenly occurs to me that maybe we can find another way. Look at the sky, full of hope and promise. It's a shining ideal how I reel when I look at the sky.
Now who's first? I am!
Ma!
We'll take your fee now, Mrs. Strong. The improved fee, that is.
Daily we make them pay their nickels, dimes, and quarters.
But this is all I have, Miss Pennywise.
Daily we break them because we have to follow orders.
Haven't you enough, Mrs. Strong?
As we keep filling money bags with broken lives and dreams. But what's it for? I can't ignore these black immoral profit-making schemes. Look at the sky, high above this madness. Here below, feel our shame and must stop in the name of the sky.
This is all I have, Bobby. Will it be enough?
You hold on to that money, Ma.
Really?
The fee is the law, Bobby Strong. She'll abide by it or she'll join her husband.
And what if there was a new law in town, Miss Pennywise? A new law that didn't come from any voting process or elected body or process of judicial review, but a brand new law that came from an organ. That's right, a muscular blood pumping organ. Like this one, right here.
A muscular organ?
Can't you see it now, Miss Pennywise? Well, if this one's too small for you, why don't you try this one on for size?
It's blinding me!
Look at the sky. There's a great big heart there. There's a heart in the sky. There just is. Don't ask why. It's the sky.
Don't do this, Bobby. You'll regret it.
I don't think so. Come on, Ma. This one's on the house for everyone, forever.
Your heart knows all things great and true.
The things mere brains can never know.
Your heart points to the great big blue.
Where the people's allegiance must go.
Tell me where.
Look at the sky.
Look at the sky. At the sky.
When we look at the
Bobby, what's to become of you? What's to become of us all?
Look at the sky.
In the distance, there's a beautiful horizon.
It's a banner so wide, flying proudly with pride in the sky.
In the sky.
off to Rio then, I imagine?
Already got my ticket.
Good work on the floor of the legislature, Phip. It was touch and go there for a while, I understand.
Well, the Beaches of Rio slideshow changed their minds soon enough. But, just like mine did those many years ago. God, I wish I'd never met you, Caldwell B. Gladwell.
Sorry to interrupt, Daddy. Just wanted to make sure you got your morning faxes.
I hope, dear, you're absolutely glowing.
It would seem that office work agrees with her. What, with the faxing and all?
Oh, and the copying.
Oh, yes, the copying. You're a good girl, Hope Gladwell. I used to be one. Before I met your father.
A good girl?
You heard me.
Daddy, can I ask you a question?
Sure, Hope, darling. What is it?
Do you believe in love?
Love? Why do you ask?
Just wondering. I met this boy, you see.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Cladwell, but we've got a problem. Caldwell!
Long time no see.
Miss Pennywise.
Anyway, it's about public amenity number 9, sir. The people there have rioted.
Rioted?
They're peeing for free, Caldwell. I tried to stop them.
The assistant custodian is refusing to take people's money, sir. A young man by the name of Bobby Strong.
Bobby Strong?
They've rescinded the Public Health Act.
And the Water Preservation Act.
Wait, can they do that?
Strictly symbolic, sir. The crowd gathered there is an unthinkably small percentage of the population as a whole.
What's happening, Daddy? I don't understand.
I wouldn't expect a good and pure heart like yours to understand.
Just give the word, Mr. Cladwell. Mr. Baylor and I are ready.
What did I tell you, Cladwell? This place is a powder keg, and I have a very important plane to catch, so excuse me.
Phip? Nobody's going anywhere, not until we've nipped this unpleasantness in the bud.
Nip? How so?
You're a Cladwell, Hope. What would you do if the very foundations of your life's work were threatened by the rabble-rousing son of a convicted criminal?
Look deep into his heart and try to understand what made it pound so angrily.
Angry, you say? Angry? Nobody gets angry at me, not without a beating.
A beating? Oh no, Daddy, beating people is wrong.
Life is a beating.
Then life is wrong.
Embrace it. I have.
Life should be beautiful.
Life is many things. Look closely. You'll see it. I do. I see it everywhere. A little bunny in the meadow is nibbling grass without a care. He's so delightful as he hops for you. You say, "Hi, bunny," and he stops for you. You pull your trigger and he drops for you. Goodbye, Bunny Boo. Hello, Rabbit Stew. Get me, boys? You tell 'em, boss. Don't be the bunny. Don't be the stew. Don't be the dinner. You have better things to do. It ain't no joke. That's why it's funny. So take your cue. Don't be the bunny. Don't be the bunny.
But Daddy, we're talking about people, not animals.
People are animals, Hope, dear.
Animals with huge incisors and big floppy feet?
Look closely. You'll see them. I do. I see them everywhere. A little bunny at a toll booth. He needs a measly 50 cents. Our little bunny didn't plan ahead. Poor bunny simply hasn't got the bread. He begs for mercy, but gets jail instead. Huss and feathers in the air as the bunny gets the chair. See the moral people, clear as day, boss. Don't be the bunny. Don't be the dope. Don't be the loser. You're much better than that, Hope. You're born to power. You're in the money. So advice to you.
And read the bunny.
Don't be the bunny.
A little bunny at a toll booth?
You heard me.
But Daddy, bunnies don't drive cars.
Don't they?
No. Actually, I don't think they do.
Live long enough, Hope, dear, and you'll see many things.
Even a daughter doubting her father?
A little bunny in a shoebox. He thinks he's found a brand new home. So snug and cozy on your closet floor. But then you open up your closet door. Now what's that bunny in my closet for? With a mallet and some clippers, you find out new bunny slippers. Get the moral people right behind you, boss. Don't be the bunny, don't be the shoe. You don't get stepped on, the one who steps is you. You're stepping up to where it's sunny. Step on the poor, don't be the bunny. Don't be the bunny. Wah, wah. All right, everybody, get yourselves together. It's time we went and bagged ourselves a few rabbits. Let's go.
One at a time, everyone will get their turn.
Here's some cash, Bobby. Just for you.
Keep your cash, friend, and relieve yourself in happiness.
Busy day so far. Busiest one on the record if your book's right. How's the urinal holding out?
A little spillage, nothing to be concerned about. The people are happy, that's the main thing. Wait, everyone remain calm.
Oh, it'll take a lot of explaining to keep us calm, Bobby Strong.
We've taken control of this amenity here, officers. The people here pee for free.
That's my amenity, officers. I want all these people arrested.
What's happening, Officer Lockstock?
Why, it's the Act 1 finale, little Sally. This is where Cladwell arrives to snuff out the uprising. It's a big song and dance number involving the entire cast.
Snuff out the uprising, but what about Bobby's dreams?
Well, now, little Sally, dreams only come true in happy musicals and a few Hollywood movies. And this certainly isn't either one of those. No, dreams are meant to be crushed. It's nature's way.
This may not be a happy musical, Officer Lockstock, but it's still a musical. And when a little girl has been given as many lines as I have, there is still hope for dreams. Yeah.
Bobby?
Hope?
What are you doing, Bobby? I told you to follow your heart, not seize an amenity.
I did follow my heart, Hope, thanks to you.
Humanity can't take much more of this uprising, Caldwell. Bobby's a sweet boy, but not sweet enough to sweeten this village. Not for a long shot.
The amenity will take as much as it has to, Miss Pennywise. The days of deprivation for these people are over.
The days of deprivation have only just begun if this madness continues a second longer.
Sure, Mr. Cladwell. That's what you've been saying for 20 years, and for 20 years we've been waiting for the long-term solutions that have never came. Well, we're done waiting, you see, for a new day has dawned today, a day of hope and happiness where the idea of human dignity is no longer some just forgotten notion, but a living, breathing reality. This day, where the people pee for free because the people are free!
Yeah!
Free, people are free, how can a fee enslave us? See how we can be free from the chains he gave us. We're suffering now such lives of sorrow. Don't give us tomorrow, just give us today.
Free people are free. How can a bee enslave us? See how we can be free from the chains he gave us. We're suffering now such lives of sorrow. Don't give us tomorrow, just give us today.
From every hill, every steeple, ring out the anthem of the people, making a new way, breaking the clouds of gray to sing of today, sing of today, sing of
The police will want to
Your
charge.
father?
Charge? Daddy, these people need understanding, not brutality.
On the contrary, Hope, dear, a little brutality is exactly what these people need. Officer
No,
Lockstock!
Daddy, wait! He only wants the people to be happy. Isn't that worth something?
Happy, you say? Happy? So you was happy, Mr. Strong? Did you say happy, Mr. Strong? If they pee for free, I'm sure they'll be as happy as a pup. With no rules and no more fees to pay, things would be looking up. But too bad the water that we share could fit inside a cup. Think of tomorrow, Mr. Strong.
But what of today?
But what of tomorrow, Mr. Strong? Think of tomorrow, Mr. Strong. Our resources are as fragile as a newborn baby's skull. With your actions, you would gut the child and leave a lifeless hull. Could it be you're so short-sighted, so insensitive, so dull? Think of tomorrow, Mr. Strong. But what of today? You are wrong, Mr. Strong. You and your socialistic wrong. If the people pee for free, they'll push the system to the brink. If today there's village, tell us how tomorrow will not stink. If it's you and me now, Mr. Strong, which one of us will blink? I say it's you, Mr. Strong, for on the subject of tomorrow. You are wrong! Officer Lockstock, prepare your man.
Everybody into the amenity. We'll be relatively safer in there.
Oh, Bobby, why didn't you tell me you're going to start a revolution?
Maybe for the same reason you didn't tell me you were Cladwell.
I'm the same girl I was last night.
The same girl last night would have joined us by now, Hope.
I can't fight against my father, Bobby.
And I can't not fight against him. So you can either join us or you can stand aside.
Stand aside?
You heard me.
Bobby, think you're standing on the brink. You'll be arrested soon, perhaps as soon as noon. And I could never bear to see you taken where the guilty peers meet, the toilet judgment
You
seat.
said to follow your heart. Here's where my heart leads. Now I'll do my part to banish all needs. You made me to see fantastically clear. When people be free, we've nothing to fear.
Give up now, we'll
Your
find a way
words
somehow.
were
You
like
a people thief
seeds.
without
At
the
first
happy. But if you
seemed
must
mild,
persist, be
they
an
grew
anarchist. My
into
father's men will see
deeds.
you're such
This
a way from
riot's
me.
our
It's
child.
our
Sing of
time.
today, not tomorrow.
Bobby, you can go
In their lives in sorrow. Today, today, sing of today.
You picked a fight you can't win today, Mr. Strong. Your rabble are no match for my men.
He's right, Bobby. He's got 1, 2, 2 men, and we're all so poor.
Now release the girl and face your punishment like a real man.
Release? No one's holding.
Bobby, reason with the woman. I'm a little short this morning.
No shorter than yesterday, unless I've grown.
You can punish our bodies, Mr. Clydwell. We could never punish our spirits. Punish our bodies? I never agreed to any punishment of my body.
Punishment is all you'll ever know once you release the girl.
Bobby, help!
You
Help!
are
Break
wrong,
your
Mrs.
house,
Strong.
no matter what we do.
You
For real,
are
real
wrong,
life
Mrs.
is
Strong.
Sounds like awful me.
Very
Better
wrong,
see
Mrs.
through the Bible gives the cue.
You are wrong, Mr. Strong.
Last night your words were like seeds. At first they seemed mild. They grew into deeds. This riot's our child. The child is on fire. He's hot as the sun. He'll burn like a fire till freedom is won.
You'll get your time.
Sing of today, not tomorrow.
You'll get your time.
In their lives of sorrow. Today, sing of today.
So what'll it be, Bobby?
Looks like we're in a real tight spot, doesn't it?
Your fellow revolutionaries seem to think so.
I think we should leave.
Oh, Bobby, they'll never let you leave now.
Not without you, they won't. Which is why you're coming with us.
Coming with you? I told you, Bobby, I won't fight against my father.
And I can't not fight against them.
But then how can I come with you and still not fight against my father unless, oh dear God, Bobby, no!
From every Cladwell. We've got your daughter. We're not letting her go.
Bobby, what are you? In the name of the sky, you're coming with us.
We're walking out of here, Mr. Cladwell, and you're going to let us. That is, if you care about your daughter.
Let the girl go, Bobby. She's done nothing wrong.
Don't let go of the girl and follow me.
Boss, what do we do?
Seize them!
No!
Don't let them get away!
Help me! Help her!
Now run for your lives, everybody! Run!
Well, that's it for Act 1. As you can see, the rebel poor are making their getaway with Hope as their hostage. As you can... We don't get to catch them. Not yet. Enjoy intermission, and we'll see you shortly. Well, hello there, and welcome to Act 2. Things have changed a bit here since the last time we saw each other, so I'll bring you up to speed on a few things. As you may remember, the rebel poor under Bobby's leadership kidnapped Hope and used her as a shield to escape due punishment from my man. Word has it they're holed up in some secret hideout somewhere. Perhaps this one, here.
Where the hell is Bobby? And little Sally and old Nostrum. They should have been back by now.
Who are we kidding? The police probably nabbed him hours ago. It's just a matter of time before our whereabouts are tortured out of them. Then it'll be off to Urinetown for the lot of us.
What's it like, you think?
Urinetown? Don't even ask.
No one knows for sure.
I've got my suspicions.
Oh, yeah?
Sure, kid. Everyone's got suspicions. What is Urinetown? Urinetown's the end. Swift and brutal punishment. No need now to pretend.
The traps are sprung and then they're hung, and when they cut you down, they'll box you up and ship you out and call it Urinetown.
They'll box you up and ship you out
and call it Urinetown, town, town, town,
town. Dance! No! Never do they dance. Those people down in Urinetown, they never get the chance. Dancing, forget it. Never, no, no, no. Unless it's at the bottom of a rope.
So don't get your hopes up. And I say if they're not back soon, we give it to her like her father is going to give it to us.
There are lots of things about Urinetown, of course, and that's just the way we like it. For example, a little boy once asked me, is Urinetown actually a nice place to live? Gingerbread houses along golden, frothy canals, like Venice, but different? I didn't say yes. I didn't say no either.
I want them bound, damn it! I want Bobby Strong arrested, and I want my daughter released.
We're working around the clock. As the sign says, it's a secret hideout, so...
Enough of your excuses, Lockstock. You have weapons. Use them.
But sir...
What is Urinetown? Urinetown's a tool, an instrument of power to enforce my iron rule. So send your troops to all the stoops and let them understand. If hope is not returned, it's Urinetown for all the land.
If hope is not returned, it's Urinetown for all the land, 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 land.
Dance! Dance! Do they think I'll dance? Those people with my daughter want to make me change my stance. Dance and forget it, never not a 9. I'll teach them not to take from me what's mine.
We should hurry, sir. The emergency planning quorum is waiting.
Ah, yes, the quorum.
That was a close one, Bobby. I thought Beryl saw us there for sure.
We'll have to keep on our toes, Ma, at least until we finish distributing the rest of the memos to the other assistant custodians throughout the city.
Do you think they'll join us?
It's hard to tell, but if it's true what they say about everyone having a heart, they'll have to join us. What is Urinetown? Urinetown's a lie, a means to keep the poor in check until the day they die. I did not shirk their dirty work, but things are different now. We'll fight for right with all our might until we win somehow. We'll fight for right with all our might until we win somehow. How? Dance! Dance! listen to it dance. My heart is like a stallion racing through a great expanse. Canyons of freedom, that's where it will waltz, performing coronary somersaults.
Your heart is like a stallion?
I'll explain later, Ma. Come on, follow me.
Little Sally! Tell me where they're hiding, little Sally, and I'll see things go easy on you.
Easy on me? You mean like sending me to the nice part of Urinetown?
That can be arranged.
Sit in front of other stories, Officer Lockstock. My heart's in the rebellion. And besides, the way I see it, I'm already in Urinetown. We all are. Even you.
Me, in Urinetown.
Sure. The way I see it, Urinetown isn't so much a place as it is a metaphysical place. What is Urinetown? Urinetown is here. It's the town wherever people learn to live in fear. So look around, you finally found the place you asked about. For your town is your town if you're hopeless down and out.
For your town is your town if you're hopeless down and out.
For your in town is your town. If you're hopeless and down and out. Where'd she go? Damn it. Welcome back, everybody, and enjoy what's left of the show. Little Sally, what did you mean by metaphysical?
Hey!
I say 5 more seconds and then she gets the rope. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Jeez, that was a close one. Cops are crawling all over the place.
Little Sally, where the hell have you been?
Spying near the tower is all. Cladwell and Phipp and Miss Pennywise, they was all meeting up there. Some kind of, I don't know what you want to call it, a quorum of some kind.
That's it. She gets the rope.
The rope?
Yeah, string her up.
Wait a minute, you can't just give her the rope.
Why not?
Because killing her would make us no better than them.
Haven't you heard, little Sally? We are no better than them. In fact, we're worse.
Worse?
What do you think they talk about in those quorums they got up there? How good we are? So listen up now. Any second those cops are gonna bust in here and bust us up like a bunch of overripe cantaloupes. So I say, as long as our juice has gotta spill all over this floor here, her juice has gotta spill too. Cladwell juice. Then we'll see who's better than who. Look at her there, all bound up, gagged and tied, with her head full of hair and her heart full of pride. Well, boys, I've had enough of each arrogant girl. Bing, bang, boom, let's get tough, playing rough. Snuff that girl.
Snuff that girl? But killing people is wrong.
Well, then why does it feel so right? Look at us here in a hole on the lamb with our hearts full of fear. What a rip, what a sham. You know, cops will be here busting heads mighty quick.
But we'll beat them to the punch when we snuff out that chick.
We tried doing what we should.
Wasn't glad.
And then we learned that doing good
means doing bad. Nuts, they fall close, so they say to the tree. Looky here, here's an acorn for clever I see. I say she is the nut, and of course for the squirrel, she is what we say for winter. So let's snuff that girl. Bang!
Bang!
a bing bang, bing
A
bang.
bing, bang, boom! Yeah.
Okay, now snap. of the girl! This is the end. Roll the dice. Place your bets in this miserable world. That's as good as it gets. So now let's live it up. Eat the oyster and the pearl. And let's get this party jumping. Really get it bumping. Get this party jumping. Yeah, let's snuff that. Snuff that girl.
Let's spread our message of hate to the entire world!
Easy, friend. A message like ours works best under extremely unbalanced circumstances.
Such as we have right here.
Exactly. Now get the rope.
That's right, the rope.
String her up. That's the answer. String up the strumpet daughter of the criminal urinal chain owner Cladwell. Kill her! Kill her!
Enough!
What? Bobby Strong?
Nobody's gonna be killing anyone around here.
Why not?
Because she's our security blanket, that's why.
We're so afraid, Bobby. Killing her might make us feel powerful for once.
My friends, this has got to be about more than just revenge or the vicarious thrill of stringing someone up who can't even defend herself.
But why? We want to hang her as revenge for her father's crimes.
I think he's just in love with her. That's what I think.
Maybe I am.
What?
And maybe I made a promise up there. A promise that from this day forward, no man would be denied of his essential humanity due to the condition of his pocketbook. That no man in need would be ignored by another with the means to help him here and now, and from this day forward, because of you, and because of you, and even because of you, we will look into the faces of our fellow men and see not only a brother, but a sister as well.
When did he say that?
I don't remember him saying that.
All I remember him saying was, run for your life, run!
Well, that was in the heat of battle. In the heat, the actual hotness of battle. The cry of freedom sounds something like, run, freedom, run. Freedom, run away. My friends, you have to run, run, oh, run, oh, run. Freedom, run away. That freedom sun will shine someday. Till then, you better run, run, oh, run, oh, run. Freedom, run away.
I'm frightened.
Well, you should be. Freedom is scary. It's a blast of cool wind that burns your face to wake you up.
Literally?
Yeah. There's a trickle of sweat.
There's a trickle of sweat.
Dripping in your ear.
Dripping in your ear.
But still you gotta run, run, oh, run, oh, run. Freedom, run away.
Run away.
Now don't you fret and never fear to freedom. So one. Freedom, run away.
Run, freedom, run.
There's a great big cloud whale on your tail.
Run, freedom, run.
And he's put his henchmen on your trail.
Run, freedom, run.
Oh, I'm simply laying out the facts for you. Great big cloud whales making tracks for you. Ain't no time to relax for you.
Run, freedom, run.
Run, freedom, run.
Run, freedom, run. Run, freedom, run.
Freedom, run away.
Freedom, run away. Freedom, run away. My friends, you have to run, run. Freedom, run away. That freedom sun, that freedom sun will shine someday.
A 3-4!
Then you better run, 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 run. Freedom, run away.
Run, freedom, run. Freedom, run away. My friends, you have to run, run, oh, run, oh, run. Freedom, run away. That freedom sun will shine someday. Till then, you better run, oh, run, oh, run, run, oh, run, oh, run. Hallelujah. With the wind in your hair, you'll run to freedom's glory.
Freedom sun.
That freedom sun will shine all over your freedom story. I said freedom. I said freedom. I said freedom. Freedom run away.
Freedom run, run, freedom, freedom run away.
What do we do now? Well, the cops will be on the lookout for us. That's for sure.
When the time comes, we fight the police.
But how?
With blood, guts, brains if we have to. It may take us years, and some of us will almost certainly not make it through the revolution alive. Maybe all of us, but fight on we will for all the decades necessary to claim freedom for the people of this land.
Decades?
How about a real plan?
I've got a real plan.
What? Miss Pennywise.
I had a feeling you'd be here. No one knows the sewer systems like you do, Bobby.
Or you.
Cladwell would like to talk to you, Bobby.
About what?
He wants to discuss the situation with you, man to man. He says he now understands how unhappy the people of this community have become, and he wants to work out a solution with you, peacefully.
Now that's a shortcut.
That will save us on the decades of trouble.
But can we trust him?
Mr. Cladwell doesn't want to fight, Mrs. Strawn. He just wants his amenities up and running, smooth and natural. That's all he's ever wanted.
What do you think, little Sally?
I think it might be difficult for your love to grow with Hope, with her tied to that chair for the rest of her life.
All right, I'll go.
Bobby, no! What if it's a trick?
That's just a chance I'll have to take.
What about the girl?
She stays here. Any funny business, and she gets it. You tell that to Cladwell.
Sure, I'll tell him. Likewise, with the girl, you give it to her and we give it to him. Get me?
We'll be careful.
Stay calm now, Hope darling. We'll have you out of this in no time.
Hello, Bobby.
Hello, Hope.
So, this is the bright new day you were telling me about.
I don't blame you for being angry with me, Hope, but your father gave us no choice.
You know, they may not have taught me much at the most expensive university in the world, but they taught me this much. Kidnapping people is wrong.
Really? They taught you that there?
I thought we had something special together, Bobby.
We do have something special together, Hope, but until freedom rules the people of this land instead of fear, love is about as much of a chance as a baby bunny drowning in a vat of boiling water.
Maybe less.
I didn't mean to drag you into all this, Hope.
And I didn't mean to. Oh, I guess I don't know what I meant to do.
Look into your heart, Hope. I think the answer you're looking for is waiting for you there. Deep down, somewhere among the tissues.
Wait a minute, when will I see you again? When darkness surrounds you and you lose your way, you have your own compass that turns night to day, and it's even with you before you depart. Be still here repeating, it's leading you, follow. Oh, Bobby.
caused a lot of excitement over the past few days, Mr. Strong. Gotten a lot of people riled up.
This is only the beginning, Mr. Cladwell. The people have just begun to fight.
Keeping my daughter confined against her will, is that how the people fight?
They fight by any means necessary.
The streets are still ours, Mr. Strong. Your people are just holed up in some underground sewer.
They'll be up.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Cladwell. There's been a disturbance over public amenity number 32, number 15 as well. Word has begun to spread.
People have gathered at all the rest. They're waiting to see what young Bobby will do.
After he meets with you, of course.
Of course. Ah! Mrs. McQueen, do you remember the stink years, Mr. Strong? Those first years when the water table began to drop and then just kept on dropping? No one thought they had much time then, and many of us did questionable things. There was the looting, of course, and the hoarding. God, the hoarding and the rioting. Riots broke out like there was no tomorrow, because there was no tomorrow. But there's always a tomorrow, if you're tough enough to cling to it, which is why I've asked you here tonight. Ooh. Some people see me as an evil man. The truth is, I'm no more evil than you, or Miss Pennywise, or any of those poor people you insist on trying to lead. I'm only a simple man trying to cling to tomorrow, every day, by any means necessary.
When the drought's over?
Well, we can always hope, I suppose, but until then, our regimen of controlling consumption through the regulating mechanism of cash must continue.
Yes, the regulating mechanism of cash.
Bobby, I want you to have this cash. I want you to have this cash, and I want you to go down there and tell the people that the powers that be grant full amnesty to anybody involved in this week's criminal activities. Don't let it happen again. And they will be granted full amnesty just as long as they return to the improved fee schedule as authorized by the legislature. Don't let it happen again, and have a good time in Rio, Bobby.
So many tomorrows.
Yes.
But I'm afraid it'll cost you more than just a pile of cash for my conscience, Mr. Cladwell.
Bobby, it really is an awful lot of cash.
Free access is the only cash I'm interested in.
I thought we had an understanding, Bobby.
Then understand this. If there really is a way to that bright new world you always talk about, then we'll all find it. All of us, not just the wealthy few. And that means free access.
Free access is impossible.
Then that's what I'll tell the people.
Stop! We'll not return to the sink years, Mr. Strong. I'll not allow it.
Caldwell, what are you doing?
I've spent a lifetime building this company, squashing out popular resistance as if it were a little baby bunny in the palm of my hand. My right hand.
What is this, right?
I've centralized all power to a pinpoint spot, right here, in between these two ears, and I'll not let some starry-eyed boy who can't even remember the stink years to ruin all that.
Don't do it, Caldwell. There's no telling what they'll do to the girl.
Well, that's just a chance I'll have to take.
Oh, he really is as evil as they say.
Do you think just because I love my daughter, I'll stop clinging to tomorrow?
Caldwell, what are you saying?
I closed my heart to love once. I can do it again. To Urinetown with him then, Officer Lockstock. With all haste, Officer Lockstock.
You lied to us, Gladwell! Gladwell!
Why did I listen to that man? Why did I listen to the nature of his plan? And when he talked, I should have bought, I should have watched, I should have ran. Why did I listen to that man?
You, get word to police headquarters. We'll need all hands on deck tonight. You, stick with me. We'll see about these little disturbances. And fifth,
Yes, Gladwell?
assemble the legislature. I want full authority for the coming crackdown.
And dirty my hands with this bad business? Not on your life.
Don't kid yourself, Vip. Your hands are as filthy as a child's after sandbox time. Don't worry, though. You can wash them. Wash them in the banks of the Rio del Rio. Now go! You, stick with me.
Why did I listen to that crook? A little bribe and cash is all it really took. That's how that craven toilet maven made me cave, and I'm a schnook. Why did I listen to that crook?
You lied to us, Cladwell! You told us one thing and then you did another! Cladwell!
Oh, come on then, young Bobby. You can't keep screaming all the way down to Urinetown.
But Hope, she's with the others. What happens to me happens to her.
What happens to you happens to all of us, sooner or later.
Rather later than sooner, I'd say.
Oh, but not to Hope. Please, God, not to Hope.
Now we finally got you. Now you're in our claws, captured in our city of loss. There's no trial or jury, nothing to discuss. Now the law is speaking through us. You'll get Urinetown, off you'll go to Urinetown, away with you to Urinetown. Now no more fuss.
Let go of me! I have to save Hope!
There's no saving Hope now, Miss Pennywise.
There may be no saving you.
Oh no! Then take that! And that! And this! And a few of these!
Why did I listen to that boy? He spoke of hopes and dreams that fill me with such joy. How can I know he loved me so as if for show was I his toy? Why did I listen to that boy?
So what's it like, this Urinetown that I've heard so much about?
Perhaps it's better for us to show ya.
What is this? Where are we?
You, my boy, stand on the very threshold to a new world.
The door's in front of you. Step through and Urinetown awaits.
A door? More like a railing. Pigeons? A rooftop?
And a drop.
A decisive drop.
I guess I don't understand.
Never fear, the time of understanding is now at hand.
Welcome then to the very gates of Urinetown itself.
Why did I listen to that
Why
cat?
did I listen to my dad?
I went to work with him. He said he was so glad.
Was he sincere?
Well, now it's clear
And now I fear
that I've been had. Why did I listen to that crook?
This is Urinetown. You must go to Urinetown.
Look, there's public amenity number 47, and the legislator, and there's my childhood home. Why, we're just on top of the UGC headquarters building. And this is our town.
Yes, it is.
But how can it be that we're in our town and in Urinetown at the same time? Unless, oh dear God, no, you couldn't have.
Over you go then.
Wait a minute, you're just gonna throw me off this roof? And that's supposed to be Urinetown? That is Urinetown?
That's one interpretation.
Why did I listen to my heart?
There's no trial or jury,
It's called me this
nothing to discuss.
So let the phone take out my soulmate, I will see that he is
speaking.
Why did I listen to my heart? Why did I listen to my heart? I heard its call, made this revolution start. So let the phone take out my soulmate, I will see that he is hung. Why did I listen to that cat? Why did I listen to that cat? Why did I listen to my
A shovel and a mop, Mr. Barrel? You know the drill.
Reach an agreement by now.
Cladwell's not one to dilly-dally.
All night, the sirens and the screams. Maybe they're celebrating?
Bobby won't let us down. He's a good boy, my Bobby Strong. If anyone can find the way to freedom, he can.
Otherwise, we kill the girl. That is the plan, isn't it?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now, shall we? Little Sally? Little Sally, what are you doing here? What's going on up there? Yes?
I saw Bobby.
Yes?
I don't think the meeting went very well.
Why do you say that, little Sally?
Well, they threw him off a building.
What are you saying, little Sally? Who threw who off a building?
It's whom?
Bobby, the policeman. They threw him off a building.
The policeman threw Bobby off a building?
But they couldn't have done such a thing. We have Cladwell's daughter.
Well, they did.
Well, is he all right?
Well, is he?
Oh, Bobby, the policeman. They came soon enough, but not before I heard his last words.
His last words?
That's right. They were about her.
Well, what were they?
They were... Tell her I love her. Tell her I'll always be with her. And I will see her in a better place where help is always new. Ours was a short time. Ours was a love that never bloomed. Yet in that love there lives a brand new hope. It's calling out to you. Its call is soft and gentle, tame and fine. It's docile and benign.
A pickle in the brine. What did I say? That isn't what I meant. I've lost my sense of scent. I fear my life is spent.
No one is innocent. No one.
No one is innocent. What did he mean by that?
I don't know. He started fading in and out after a while. It was a miracle he was alive at all. The fall was so horrible.
Was he talking about me? How am I not innocent? Not innocent of what?
Not innocent? Who the hell does he think he is?
Wait, please. There's more. He said, tell all the people. Tell them that time is always now. Tell them to fight for what they know is right.
I've lost my sense of sight, and yet I see them. I see them standing hand in hand. I see them standing hand in hand, and cheek to cheek and gland to gland. There still is hope, I see it in this land. If only.
Yes?
If only.
Yes?
And then he expired.
Well, that Master Cladwell lied to us. He took my Joseph. Now he takes my Bobby.
Now who will lead us?
We're lost. Lost, I tell you. The rebellion is over.
Destroyed with a shot.
What do we do now?
I'll tell you what we do. We do to her what they did to him.
That's right. Do to her what they did to him.
Or you could take me instead.
What? Miss Pennywise? Caesar!
Do whatever you feel is necessary, but please spare the child.
Old woman, you've been grasping and conniving all your days. Why so giving now?
Because hope, is my daughter. And I am her mother. Yes, Hope, it's true. I am her mother, the one-time lover of Caldwell B. Gladwell.
Strumpets!
Call me what you will, but it was during the stink years, you see. No one thought they had much time then. So many of us did questionable things. There was the looting, of course, and the hoarding. But there were also the fond farewells and the late-night trysts. Life was an explosion full of riots, cheap cabarets, dancing girls.
And love.
Oh, yes, and love. There was love like no tomorrow, for there was no tomorrow. But there is always a tomorrow of some kind or another. After you were born, Caldwell made me promise to never reveal my identity to you, for I was something of a strumpet in my day, but never in my royalties.
My heart is telling me many things right now, as you can all well imagine. But one thing is bellowing louder than anything else, is when there's wrong in the world, we must right it. You did a wonderful thing by coming here, Miss Pennywise. Mom. And if we can reform ourselves, then maybe we can reform a lot more than we know. Ladies and gentlemen of the rebellion, if you want to do to me what they did to Bobby, I wouldn't blame you.
Seize her!
But if this righteous rebellion were to peter out in Bobby's absence, sending his memory to oblivion, I would blame you. All of you. Kill me, and the rebellion dies with me. Let me lead you, and the rebellion will triumph.
Lead us?
She's mad.
Lead you to the very nerve center of my father's empire.
I've got a key.
And the guards know not to question me. But once we're there, we'll question Daddy. Oh, dear, yes, we'll question him plenty.
But why should we trust you?
Because Bobby, your hero, he loved me. And I loved him.
Hope, dear girl, on behalf of the people of the rebellion, perhaps we, in time, will be able to love you as well.
That's all that really matters, isn't it? Love. Now let's go do to them what they were ultimately going to do to us!
Yeah! With a lust for saving water, man gives daughter up for dead. Play it on your Stradivari. He's not sorry, not a shred. He's not sorry. He's not sorry. He's not
Salute me! That's what the sewer system is.
I'm going back down to give it another look. You stay here to guard the streets.
I've been meaning to ask you, Mr. Lockstock. Do you ever have doubts about what we've been doing? About the killings and all?
It may surprise you to learn that sometimes I do. But the health and security of this town are my primary concerns. I love the people of this community, Mr. Barrow, very much. Gladwell's edicts may be their only chance.
And I love you. Very much.
I see.
Well, that went well.
You who fly the blimp of evil, shine upheaval in the air.
Then ask why the bride gets jarry. Now you're sorry, you're up there. Now you're sorry. Now you're sorry. Now you're sorry.
I am perfectly capable of finding my own way to the legislature, you know.
No offense, Senator, but Mr. Gladwell didn't want you flying the coop. What, did the coming crack down at all?
What if I am flying the coop? What if I'm actually on my way to the airport right now to catch that last flight out to Rio? What would you say to that?
Can I come?
Those who make dough from debasing need erasing, need the knife. Let their blood flow like Campari. We're not sorry. Hey, that's life.
lock, stock, and barrel, Mrs. McQueen.
Not yet, sir. They're still checking the sewer system.
Which is where they'll be keeping Hope, I imagine. I can only pray that when we meet in heaven, she finds it in the vastness of her heart to forgive me.
Giving up on me so soon, Daddy?
What?
Miss Cladwell! What an unexpected surprise!
Is there any other kind?
Why, oh, darling, thank God you're safe.
I'm not safe yet, Daddy, but I will be. Soon all the people of this land will be safe.
Most of us, anyway.
What?
It's all over, Caldwell. We've come to take you away.
Take me away, but to where?
To the same place you sent poor Bobby.
And old so-and-so.
And all those who wouldn't or couldn't meet your criminal fee hikes.
Seize him!
Oh, darling, what's the meaning of this?
I've joined the revolution, Daddy. And you, I believe it's time to join the expat community in Urinetown.
Gasp! Oh, dear, you need me more than you know.
The only thing we need now is freedom, Daddy, for the people. And love. Oh, yes. And love.
I used to think like you too, Hope, before the stink years. But worldwide ecological collapse has a way of changing a man. You're too young to see it now, Hope, but there really are some things more important than love. Food, shelter, water, for instance.
And piles of cash.
It wasn't just cash, Miss Pennywise. It was an awful lot of cash. Power,
Mr.
so long money. I'm the bunny this time round.
Remember when our nights were starry?
Aren't you sorry?
Sure, I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry. Just unsound.
Take him away!
No, I regret nothing. You hear me? Nothing. Maybe I was a bad father, and maybe I was a cruel and a vicious man, but I kept the pee off the streets, and I kept the water in the ground. You hear me? I kept the water in the ground!
What now, Mrs. Cladwell? Now is a new day. Now is a day when each of us, regardless of race, creed, class, or criminal history, can come together as one people and share the fruits of our labor as one. Now is the dawning of an age of compassion and the right to do whatever you like, whenever you like, with whomever you like, in whatever location you may like. Ladies and gentlemen, today marks the final day of an age of fear, an age that lasted far too long. Today marks the first day of a new age
Don't say it!
of hope! I see a river flowing for freedom.
Yeah.
I see a river just in view. I see a river flowing for freedom. I see a river just in view. Come to the river flowing for freedom, flowing for justice, rendezvous. Come to the river flowing for justice, all for the people, me and you.
Well, as you guessed, Hope took over her father's business, instituting a series of reforms that opened the public bathrooms to all the people to pee for free, whenever they liked, as much as they like, for as long as they like, with whomever they liked. The UGC was renamed the Bobby Strong Memorial Toilet Authority and was operated as a public trust for the benefit of the public.
Officer Lockstock, where'd you go?
Oh, just keeping my head down, little Sally. Something you should learn to do.
But aren't you scared the rebels will see you?
Oh, I may be a cop, little Sally, but I'm also the narrator. So, no one can touch me, not if they want the show to end.
So many people peeing at will. Thanks to the rebellion, the world is a much better place.
Actually, Miss Cladwell, your father commissioned a study of water consumption.
My father was a tyrant. We need never bear him again. Justice is the only tyrant we need obey.
Sisters and brothers fight for the river.
Fathers and mothers,
Babies too. All in the family push toward the river. Shove toward the river. Why don't you step in the river? Wade in the river. Soak in the river. Through and through. Once in the river, you are the river. Friends on the shoreline jump into.
Of course, it wasn't long before the water turned silty, brackish, and then disappeared altogether. As cruel as Caldwell B. Cladwell was, his measures effectively regulated water consumption, sparing the town the same fate as the phantom Urinetown. Hope chose to ignore the warning signs, however, preferring to bask in the people's love for as long as it lasted.
What kind of musical is this? The good guys finally take over, and then everything starts falling apart.
Like I said, little Sally, this isn't a happy musical.
But the music's so happy.
Yes, it is, little Sally. Yes, it is.
Such a fever. If only I had a cool, tall glass of water, maybe I'd have a fighting chance.
Don't you see, Mrs. Strong? The glass of water is inside of you. It always has been.
It has?
Of course it has. Don't you know what you are?
A river?
That's right. We all are. You are the river. I am the river. He is the river. She is too. All in the river, flowing for freedom, flowing for justice. Let's review.
We see a river flowing for freedom. We see a river just in view. You see a river flowing for freedom. You see a river straight and true.
I don't think too many people are gonna come see this musical Officer Lockstock.
Why do you say that, little Sally? Don't you think people want to be told that their way of life is unsustainable?
That and the title's awful. Can't we do a happy musical next time?
If there is a next time, I'm sure we can. Well, that's our story. Hope eventually joined her father in a manner not quite so gentle. Mrs. McQueen opened up a bottling factory just outside of Brasilia, which did rather well until the Amazon dried up. Then she moved. As for the people of this town, they did as best they could. But they were prepared for the world they inherited, weaned as they were on the legend born of their founding fathers' scare tactics. For when the water dried up, they recognized their town for the first time for what it really was, what it was always waiting to be.
This is Urinetown. Always has been Urinetown. This place is called Urinetown.
Hail Malthus!
Hail Malthus!
Thank you, and good night. That